Greetings everybody, and yeah, today we are going to be playing RSS. Oh boy. So, for the some of you that don't know what RSS means Real Scales System. And that basically makes all of the planets and gravity of the planets realistic, like it's in real life. And the thing is, the SFS scale is not realistic to real life. So that makes the game much harder to play. And just to show you the scale, this is the SFS Earth, and that is the real size of the Earth. Yeah, we are gonna have a fun time. So without a further ado, wish me luck. Alright, so today we will be launching a satellite into low Earth orbit and constructing a station, of course in low Earth orbit. Before we can launch anything, we need a rocket that's capable of reaching orbit. That's no easy task, but I have gone ahead and constructed one, and I made a time-lapse of me creating one. So right here I am working on the core stage and the boosters. So this is the design I came up with. I'm pretty proud of it, but I will be adding more boosters and you'll see why. So now we can begin our first attempt to launch the satellite. So the mission was going well and all. I reached space, the rocket seemed to function phenomenally, we had fairing set, but I did one crucial mistake which you don't have to do in RSS. My dumbass brain used actual engines, like not ion engines. And of course, I ran out of fuel. So I went back to the drawing board and added ion engines to my rocket, because those engines are the most efficient ones. Alright, and this will be the second launch attempt. Alright, so this launch attempt also failed because I realized that the second stage didn't have enough delta V. Alright, and we are on to the third launch attempt. And there's the last rocket that failed. Imagine failing. And the rocket didn't have enough delta V again, and it's burning up again. Alright, this time we will add 2 more boosters and cross our fingers that this reaches orbit. And here is the 4th launch. And we actually did it! We reached orbit in RSS. Now we can deploy our instruments and enjoy the moment. So now that we launched the satellite, it's time to build the space station. So this is the first launch of the space station. We will have 2 in total because the station is only made of 2 parts. I'm not doing any more because RSS takes up so much time to get into orbit. Now we just had booster separation, everything is going nominally. And with our stages separating, we are heading to orbit. Yay, there we go. Orbit achieved, and now we can separate. Deploy our solar panels, and there we go, station in orbit and is fully functional. Now to just add the second part and we will be done. So now our 6th launch is commencing, the second part of the station. One thing that I found a little difficult is that because of the re-entry update, whenever you speed up in a planet's atmosphere, you begin to heat up, and that also worked in RSS. So when your rocket began to like speed up like significantly, you started to burn up actually. So that was kind of annoying, but it's kind of realistic, I think. Alright, now we reached orbit and it's time to dock to the station. Now, time warping in orbit was a little weird because the planet pack I'm using actually shows where the atmosphere ends, where there's no atmospheric particles. So that means it's like extending beyond 100 kilometers. And when you're orbiting but inside of the atmosphere, the game just doesn't understand. So after you go over your apoapsis, it just doesn't let you time warp, just lets you do the physics time warp. It's very weird. So my solution was to just put a craft at the Space Launch Center and just time warp being inside of that craft, because when you're on a planet it lets you time warp. Alright, so another weird thing happening with the atmosphere and such. My rocket started to burn up. Like, what? How? I don't know how that happened or how it managed to happen, but I just activated the cheats because that is just unfair. Now we were at the perfect transfer window, and I burned the ion engines so we could meet up with the station. Now we were at the closest approach I could get, but I still didn't see the station. So I kind of burned my entrance over to it so I could meet up with it. We're getting super close to it. Alright, so now the new module has detached from the second stage and is about to dock. And there we go. We have docked all the modules and the station is now complete. Thank you so much for watching, and I really do hope you enjoyed the video. And no way I'm making a continuation. The video would have to gather up about 1,000 likes for me to do that. But as I said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.